What's up YouTube? T-Val here with BigTimeKnights for a movie review on the Civil War 2024. And wow, you know, Alex Garland strikes again. He's a really good director. He's directed Annihilation, Ex Machina. I gave that an 8. Annihilation, I gave that a 7. The ending of Annihilation is crazy. I didn't know this, but he wrote, he was the main writer in 28 Days Later. So my goodness, this guy has quite the resume. But anyways, about Civil War, what did I think about it? I think you should go and see this movie. I think it's a really good one. He doesn't miss here. It's filmed in the main characters are like journalists, photographers, and so it's kind of shot through their experience, their perspective on things, and it's kind of amazing how, you know, in times of war, how hands off, like it's been a thing since you know, photography, journalism came into thing. Like hands off of them, let them do their thing. Sometimes, you know, in real life, in current situations we got right now, people don't give a crap about the press. But let's not go there. We're here in this movie, and this movie is kind of to a point, actually, to a point. You gotta be careful what side you're on. What side you could still get capped. We got Kristen Dunst. She plays the character Lee, and I'll try to avoid like spoilers, you know, major spoilers, but there's obviously going to be some in this video, so be careful about that. A warning right now. So Kristen Dunst, Nick Offerman as the president. We got the guy, his name is Wagner Moura. He plays a character called Joel, and he does fit the Last of Us kind of Joel type in the way. He has a look going on. You could tell. I wouldn't be surprised if he could pull off Joel in whatever, in a TV show, you know, Pedro Pascal plays as him, but this guy looks like that. They're basically Kristen Dunst, so his character is, Joel, so him and Lee, you know, they're trying to get a interview with the president. And the president, at the beginning of this movie, I tried to figure out, okay, what is going on here? Why is there a civil war? Well, the president made the decision to have a third term, airstrike civilians, American civilians, became a dictator, basically. He gone crazy. And the Western forces, California and Texas. And you're like, what? California and Texas? Aren't they like kind of opposites now? Well, they're obviously the two biggest economies in statewide in America, GDP wise, but I think either Texas, California, both, or whatever, is like their economy is bigger than some countries. So it's crazy, man. But yeah, they combine forces, and it looks like the movie is set in the time frame where the DC, you know, the presidents, their side of it is losing to the Western forces, which is, they have a different flag. They have 2 stars on the flag, which I assume represents California and Texas, but they're actually winning the fight. And it's basically the tail end of it, you know? It's basically the photographer's journey, you know, through deep in their, you know, Western forces territory, journeying to DC to have that, you know, chance at, you know, getting quotes from the president as he surrenders. In the beginning of the movie, president, you know, he lies to the public saying they don't surrender, like they made some major accomplishments, but no, that's all a lie, fabricated lie. And it's amazing how people Civil Service gets some props in this movie because they stuck with the president till the end, which is what they should do, and that's their job. But you know, it takes a bunch of loyalty to stick by, unless you're brainwashed too, I don't know, but to stick by someone who's appears to be a dictator. Also in the movie, it was like, it's hard to think that, you know, even with states as big as Texas and California joining forces, because even within those states, like, people are so divided. It's crazy. And it's hard for me, like, and they mentioned like the battle of the massacre of Antifa. I have a hard time believing Texas would be, you know, dismayed about that and join forces because of that kind of massacre. Because they're so against Antifa and, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, they join forces. It's a movie, so, you know, suspension of disbelief. And so I roll with it. But it's a fantastic journey throughout. The acting's great. It's a bunch of like silence and then like boom, like gunfire and all that kind of stuff. So be prepared for that, because it can get loud and whatnot. As far as the characters themselves, Lee, Kristen Dunst's character, is very like, she's been through it all, and you could see it on her face. And she just, it's the job. You don't even feel like it's the thrill of it for her. She just been there, done that, gone through the motions. You know, there's different points where you see her, you know, actually have a feeling or something like that, but for the most part, she knows what she's doing. Joel's character is like the protector guy. He's getting them, trying to watch out for them, getting them in the shots actually and whatnot, getting a position to where they, you know, can be effective. Another standout was actor Stephen McKinley Henderson. He plays Sammy, and he played that role like the old guy. You know, getting war crime photos was the thing you used to do, but because of your age and your circumstance, you're not able to move like that. So this was his last hurrah. And his age, even though he might be old and not be able to move as well, that played a key point in saving everyone. You know, he was an important character to, you know, getting someone out of trouble. So that was cool. And there was Kaylee Spaney. Hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She plays as Jessie, the newcomer, the new person on the block, trying to get in, will her way in, whatever she can, or force her way in. Her character is, you can see, is a beginner learning how to be effective. But man, by the end, she just be making some boneheaded plays. And it's like, soldiers, like, comes to a point where like you're trying to get a shot, but you're putting other people's lives in danger trying to get a shot, a camera shot. And like, even soldiers, like, I mean, like, if I'm a soldier, I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're putting soldiers' lives in danger for them trying to save you. So and it comes up to bite hard at the very end, and you'll know when you see it. Seeing that journey from the newcomer from beginning to the end was very interesting. And there was one scene at the end with Lee's character that it seemed like she was freaking out, and I was trying to understand why. I know she has a lot of trauma, but maybe she was backing everything up so much that when it came time for her to actually be there and get things done, like, she was kind of faltering for a bit. But she recovered, and she recovered massively. And yeah. Yeah, everything was well acted. I would love to see this kind of setting, like what happens at the beginning. I think that would be very interesting. what happens at the beginning of a conflict like this. Like, we see what happens at the end, you know, one side definitely is the winner, but what happens at the beginning when it all goes into chaos? I imagine there's so many things that, yeah, like, it'll be hard to trust people. You'll not only will there be like fighting on both sides, you'll have to also deal with race stuff. Like come on, we don't got time for this. You know, it'll be like the beginning of, you know, zombie apocalypse and stuff like that, because you'll like, you have to fight with them. There's that big war, and zombie terms is the zombies, and then you guys also worry about different kinds of factions like that pop up, militants and also militias and all this kind of nonsense. So I think that will be crazier. Like, the beginning of a war like that will be a lot more insane, I think. And I could tell that things were very insane because of the way what happens at the end. Like, we're not taking any prisoners. Just put a cap in them and go. It's kind of like Osama bin Laden. It was like, we're not taking him prisoner. We had enough of this guy. just put cap and leave. But anyways, I think it was a pretty solid film. Would I see it again? Yeah, I'll see it. Like, if I was watching it with someone else, yeah, I'll be cool to see it again. I think it's a very solid film. I don't think it's the best film Alex Garland made, but I think it's a really solid film. And I did kind of like see a news story or something like that he won't be directing for a while, or he's wrapping it up or something. I hope not. But yeah, we all deserve these breaks. Hopefully he doesn't wrap it up for good, because I think he's a really good director. I would like to see more of his work. Like Quentin Tarantino. I wish it wouldn't stop, but hey, we have to come to a stop at some point before it starts to go downhill in quality and all that kind of stuff. He has a good repertoire, you know, resume of catalog. He has a good catalog, basically. What would I give this movie? A rank out of 10 usually, IMDb kind of ratings. I give this an 8 out of 10. Go see it in the theater, support it. Support stuff like this. You know, at first I thought Civil War, okay, this is probably gonna be a dumb film. But once you realize, okay, who's directing it? Okay, this might have some legs. And then I was like, okay, I'm interested. I started seeing like the reviews and critics giving it good scores. I was like, okay, I'm on board. But anyways, go watch it. Hey guys, I forgot to mention that Jesse Plemons' character in the movie is pretty awesome, but I think you guys already know that from the trailers. But yeah, his scene and everything that's surrounding that is very tense, and yeah, like, go see the movie just for that in and of itself. All right, guys. Peace. Guys, if you guys like these kind of videos, you want more reviews, I'll go see more movies and whatnot, let me know in the comments, please. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, peace.